Hey folks, Country Prepper here. Today got another survival kit for you. This is one that actually my wife picked this up for me at Walmart. It's about 35 bucks, and I was telling her that I was looking into more survival kits for throwing in the car, or something like that, something that you just leave it in the car. It's for an emergency if you should happen to get into an accident, or lose control on a snowy highway, because it's January in Iowa here. It's snows quite a bit, and it's just a good thing to have. Smart thing to keep on hand. So this is actually supposed to be a 72-hour survival kit, is what they claim. But, it would sustain you, for sitting in your car for 72 hours if you had to. And that's about it. If you should happen to get into a head-on collision and it blows your battery up, something like that, it's, you're going to get cold. But, there's plenty of room, and I'll show you, plenty of room to add things to this kit. And personalize it, make it your own, make it fit your geographical area or your climate, whatever. And so, let's just go ahead and dig into it. First thing I'll show you on the back does have a bunch of Molle Webbing, and I went ahead and run it through the strapping on the back because I'm not attaching this to anything, but it is there if you wanted to. It has these two straps here to unhook the carry handle so you can get in the main compartment. Those are adjustable so that you could cinch it down and compress it if you want to. There's more webbing on the front here. It's got 3 big ones and then 2 on each of those, so 6 more of the the big ones are just nylon, and then, I guess they all are. So, there you go. Front pouch, when you buy it, nothing. But it does have a couple pockets in here, and another bigger pocket, and then, there's more room to add some stuff in the front of that, too. Pretty big zippers. And for 35 bucks, you're not going to expect the highest quality, but I don't know. I've seen those $20 bags like this that you get off of eBay or Amazon from China, and this seems to be a little better quality than those. So, is it worth the 35 bucks? Alone, you have a $20 to $25 bag, maybe more. So, I don't think you can really go wrong. Side pockets. Comes with some tender, just some paper, both sides, nothing in there. And I am going to show you how you can improve this kit, of course, but just to show you what it comes with first. It comes with a really, really cheap plastic flashlight, incandescent, it's not even LED. It has some first aid. Has a first aid emergency guide here. What all do we have here? A bunch of different sections on heart attack, neck or back injury, shock, strains and sprains, snake bites, knocked out teeth, poisoning, breathing, wounds, CPR, broken bones. Just a ton of information there. What else we got? We got an emergency poncho. Says, it's supposed to be one of those one size fits all. I'm a 6 foot tall, 250 pound guy, so I kind of doubt it, but I guess it's worth a shot. It'd be better than nothing, anyway. Little 4-inch glow stick. A pretty decent first aid kit for the size of bag this is. Has a, let's just go ahead and dig into it. Has, let's see. Got a few gauze pads, 4 of those. Fingertip bandage, 1 really big bandage, an oval eye pad, a bunch more band-aids, a whistle. Looks like a couple knuckle band-aids. That's more regular band-aids. If you've watched any of my other videos, I am not big on band-aids. They don't stick. I'm sorry, they just don't. Not to me, anyway. I have kind of oily skin, so they just will not stick to me. Antacid, non-aspirin, triple antibiotic ointment. I got 3 of those that I see so far. A bunch of antiseptic towelettes, some ibuprofen, burn cream, couple of those, some more antiseptic towels, more antibiotic ointment, some sting relief, a couple of alcohol prep pads, a couple more band-aids, some cloth tape, pretty small roll, but very decent set of tweezers. They line up, so they would work. What do we got here? Looks like it's a surgical blade. Got a number 10 on the top. I don't know anything about surgical blades, but... And a tourniquet. Well, I think that's what it's called anyway. I'm not a first aid kind of guy. I don't even... I'll even show you. I banged up my wrist, and that's my Band-Aid. Piece of gauze and some black athletic tape. That's my Band-Aids. What else do we got? Oh, it's an 84 by 52 Mylar blanket. One made by Dynarex. These, I've tested, I've had a couple of these. You can get them like $1 a piece off of Amazon if you buy like 10 of them. They're very thin. They rip really easy, but I guess if you're sitting in your car, you need to keep a little heat on yourself. It would do that. Oh, what else? Oh, there's a shoulder strap. A couple of hand warmers. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these pouches of emergency purified drinking water. U.S. Coast Guard approved. What do we have here? 4.227 fluid ounces. Times 6. That's not 72 hours worth of water. I guess if you're just sitting in your car, you're not expending any energy. You know, if it's cold out, I suppose it would be enough water to get you by, but you're still going to be plenty thirsty, and you would be dehydrated by the time you got done. But I think these have like a 5-year shelf life, if I'm not mistaken. This says, first 24 hours, don't drink any water. That's kind of hard to do. Thereafter, use 2 bags per person per day. Discard bag if air or water escapes when squeezed, or manufacturing date exceeds 5 years. What is the manufacture date on this? Oh, there it is. August of 2013. So, I guess I got a while before that has to be replaced. What else we got? Some Sos Food Rations. Now, I've tried these. They're not horrible. There's been a couple of videos out there of people. I can't remember the guy's name. I saw the video, and in fact, I've watched it a couple times. But there's somebody. I think it was Urban Prepper. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But ate these for nothing but 3 days. Might have been I think it was these, but it might have been 3 different kinds. It might have been like the Mayday bars and the Mainstays. Something I can't remember for sure, but anyhow, These do have a few vitamins, some fats, a few carbs, 18%. They're individually wrapped inside of here. I'm not going to open this up because that kills the shelf life of it. But, it's basically sugar, flour, vegetable oil, cornstarch, wheat gluten, dextrose, something I can't pronounce, coconut. Brian, you're not going to be able to use these because apparently you're allergic to coconut. And just, a bunch of other stuff that you probably can't pronounce, but some ascorbic acid, niacin, vitamin A, riboflavin, thiamine. A few things that are in there that are good for you. They do kind of taste like coconut too. I guess that would get you by. It'd be better than completely starving. Is there anything else in here? Oh, a couple batteries for the flashlight. Well, let's see if this is even worth keeping in the kit. Not very bright. But, like I said, I would consider this a car kit. EDC, something you just leave in the car in case you get in an accident. And I guess, for what it is, the flashlight would probably do all right. But I'm gonna throw this kit back together and add some things to it and just show you how I would improve it. Okay, we're back. So I didn't bother putting the strap on here just because it'll just get in my way. But just start out, show you a couple things on the outside. This thing has a place to put this flashlight. So I kept the flashlight with it just because it is actually perfect. It fits that part perfectly. I also, since I'm in my mindset, this works best as a kit for keeping in your car, I threw a tire pressure gauge in the other slot. If you want to use this for like your EDC or something like that, then throw a pen in there or whatever. But just for the sake of this video on being a car kit, car for if you get in an accident, then tire pressure. It's an important thing to have even for your EDC. I'll start in the front. Another thing I'll say is you can actually get quite a bit more stuff in here. I was actually kind of impressed by just how much I was able to fit. So I'm not going to take the first aid kit back out, but one thing I'll show you, kept the hand warmers in the front pouch. You could throw a couple more in there where there was a little bit of room, but wet wipes or baby wipes, either way. If you're stuck in your car for 3 days, you might want to be able to clean yourself. So, the survival blanket. Let me show you. I grabbed my Coghlan's one just to show you a comparison. Now this one says it is 52.5 by 82.5. This one says it's 84 by 52. Notice the size difference and how thick it is. It's this one's just, in my opinion, a much better blanket. But that one does fit perfectly in one of these little pockets in the front. So that's why I just left it in there. And like I said, if you're just stuck in your car, it's probably going to be good enough. And then here's the that main first aid kit. I didn't change it. Everybody's particular about their first aid kits. Me, I would take all those Band-Aids and throw them out, and maybe throw a few more gauze pads and a roll of athletic tape in there. That's just me personally. Do your first aid kit however you see fit. I'm sure there will be plenty of people say we should have had this and that and that and this in there, but you know what? Put that in your kit. Go ahead. It's your first aid kit. There's plenty of room in here through the Endure Survival tent. I've made some changes to it, but I'll do that in another video. I'm not going to show it today. And another thing, if you were in a head-on collision or something like that, and your car battery took a crap or blew up or whatever, you might want an extra power bank. I would actually get something better than something like this, but this is just an example. This is one of these cheap, like $15 ones you get off of eBay or Amazon. Much better ones on the market nowadays, since I've had these for a couple of years. They're still working all right, but they don't hold their charge quite as long as they used to. On the other side, this is my little tender pouch. I've already done a video on this. There are a couple extra pieces of fat wood in there since I did that video, and I got a video coming up on hoorah, hooray, I found some fat wood. Anyhow, and then I threw the emergency poncho in that side. And then also, if you should happen to injure an arm and you need to start a fire, you're going to want one of these. Either this is Ultimate Survival Technologies. This is the Sparky. They also have the Blast Match. I really like the Blast Match, but this one is small and compact, and for a kit like this, a 72-hour kit, it would more than last you 3 days, as long as you have a decent some decent tinder. And in this tinder pouch, I have all kinds of different tinder that's surefire anytime, anyway. So wet or dry. All right, that's it for those pouches. Another thing I added was 50 feet of paracord. You could just put a small roll of bank line in here. It would probably take up just a little bit of less room, but just what I had laying around. I need to order some new bank line. Don't buy the stuff at Walmart. It's junk. There's that glow stick. The other thing I added, a fixed blade knife. This is that MTech 2035, one of the first videos I did. You can see I've gotten plenty of use out of it. Actually, now my boy gets plenty of use out of it. He was helping me process that fat wood that I was just mentioning, and he was getting a real big kick out of that. He's 8.5 years old, and it's a pretty good knife for for someone just starting out. And then got my Coughlin's folding stove that I used to make some char cloth and some char wood too the other day, and works pretty good for that. And if you needed a little extra heat, up to 8 hours of heat for each one of these, that's 16 hours. It's not going to last you 3 days. So this would provide a little bit of heat, warm up your hands. These cubes don't burn a whole long time, but it'll give you some relief anyway. And if you should happen to, there's no container in here except for if you throw something like that in to boil water if you needed to. But other than that, there's the 6 pouches of water and the SOS in there, and I threw in one of those tiny rolls of 3/4 duct tape. So that's it. That's how I would improve it. I welcome your suggestions. Anything else you would throw in there? It was packed pretty full, so you couldn't fit a whole lot in there. But excuse me, still haven't gotten over that cold. But maybe you change something out, and give me your suggestions. I welcome it, and I appreciate the feedback. So that's it for this video. That's just some ideas of how I would improve it. The other things that I would put in here, with this Enduro Survival Tin, fit perfectly in one of these side pouches. So, and if you haven't seen that video, pretty sure it was my last video. So go back and watch that, and you'll see what all is in this. And that's why I added it to this kit, because it kind of completes a lot of things that are missing. So, like a sewing kit and a candle. I already had a whistle in here, but there's one in here too. Pencil, and just a bunch of different things. But anyhow, go watch that video if you haven't already seen it, and you'll understand why I added it to this kit. So that's it. I'll quit rambling, and thanks for watching, guys. My shout out today goes to Full Circle Outdoors 414. I hope I got that number right, Jen. And she gets outdoors a lot, and I really enjoy that. She did a video about an Oxford tarp for $20 off of Amazon, and it looked pretty decent, so I ordered one, and I'll have that coming in and do a video on it one of these days. But maybe next time I get out to the woods, it's supposed to warm up here in the next few days, so I might get out and put up a shelter and do a little bushcraft work. Maybe I'll finish processing my fat wood or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure something out, but I'd really love to get out to the woods while it's supposed to be almost 50 degrees, and in Iowa in January, that's unheard of. So, but she does, she puts together a lot of kits, and she shows those, and she gets out, she does stuff, and it's interesting, and, just a great all-around outdoors channel. So go check that out. That's Full Circle Outdoors 414, and I'll have a link up here. And I thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you next time.